What is going on today, guys? Sticks10 here, and today we're going to take a look at some more Timeless Cup battles in Pokemon Go PvP. Specifically, we're going to be looking at Gastrodon. Because of the PvP move changes that we just had go through, Mud Slap got a buff, and it actually makes Gastrodon viable. And so I wanted to show it off for you guys. It's one of my favorite Mud Boys. And we'll kind of go through and see what it looks like to run Mud Slap on a Gastrodon. Now, first off, what it's going to be good against, your poisons. So your poison dark types, going to do excellent against those. Drapion, Skunk Tank here, a lot of them you don't even have to shield, even though I just did. You can see this Crunch, going to do a chunk there, and then we're just going to Mud Slap it down. He had quite a bit of energy going into that, and that's one reason I double shield here, is so that I can stay alive. But we built up a ton of energy. Right now I only have a Body Slam on this, which is kind of a little bit of a problem. There were a few situations in these test battles where having Earth Power would have helped me. Obviously, you're going to want to avoid Grass-type Pokemon. This Venusaur actually has Razor Leaf on it, so definitely going to take down our Mud Boy there very, very, very quickly. So something to watch out for there for sure. Frostlass into Dugong. We're just going to lose this right here, and that's going to be GG. Their Bulba Trainer-saur is who we're battling, so thank you for that battle. Do appreciate it. Dugong is looking pretty good with that Icy Wind, Ice Shard if you have the Legacy. Now here I lead with my Kingdra into his Lapras, and I actually switch, and he switches at the same time, which is crazy. I mean, I just thought, okay, I need to get out of this matchup. And I guess he thought, oh, I'm going to switch in, which actually it's a favorable matchup for me. That Razor Leaf is doing a ton of damage though. So, but we are getting off a another Avalanche, and so that's fine. He's got Razor Leaf, so it's doing a ton of damage, but he's not gaining much energy, so he hasn't put on much shield pressure yet. And we're going to shield this up, and we should be able to survive. And then in comes whatever else. Possibly Lapras comes back in. We'll see what he brings out. And it's actually... oh, womp womp. So we did not play that correctly. And my Kingdra doesn't have the new moves on it either. I'm trying to save some Stardust guys, and I'm trying to use Charge TMs wisely. And so I'm still just testing some of these out. I think Kingdra is going to end up on my final team, but we'll see. I'm not sure Gastrodon is going to. Honestly, it does a lot, and I think here might have been a spot. I don't know if Earth Power would have helped me enough here. It takes a lot more energy, and I don't know. So GG's. So I've lost 2 now with Gastrodon. We're going to keep testing. I got to get it in good matchups, and that's the main thing. And rest in peace, my Venomoth. It has returned, and now it's worthless, basically. I kind of had it on there as a bait move a little bit, just a little bit less energy, and could get some neutral hits against things, and now it's kind of worthless, honestly. So we're going to see, so Body Slam. The Confusion still hits pretty hard, and it's still, like, if you have the Poison Fang variant, very useful, but unfortunately, I don't have a Poison Fang Venomoth, so yeah, my return, which is a high rank, it's like a rank 100 or something, Venomoth, and so I'm kind of disappointed about return, but, it's okay. We'll survive. And so here is an Aurora Beam. He switches out into Venusaur. We've got a ton of energy built up, so this is going to put a ton of shield pressure on. And here's the next one. I mean, guys, Frostlass, man, with that and Shadow Ball, man, it just puts on so much shield pressure. And we're not able to get to the next one. So Gastrodon comes in, and let's see what we can do here. We got a shield, and we might be able to pull this victory off. There's a Body Slam. Let's see, this is not going to knock out, I don't think. Nope. So a couple more mud slaps, and there we go. We do get the victory. Maybe, maybe, maybe. Come on. Is it going to be enough? Is it going to be enough? It is. Oh, no, it's not. Now I've got to survive this hit. Body slam. Okay, it's only a body slam, so we're good. We do get that victory. That was a close match, guys. So here we go against I'm Your Poppy. We're just testing out a few lines here. And I'm testing out the Gastrodon. So Sceptile versus Return Ivysaur. So his Return Ivysaur also rip on that one because it's got Razor Leaf. So obviously you're like going to take forever to get to return. So now it has just one viable charge move really, unless he Sludge Bomb. I do recommend if you guys have return mons, I would just leave them return and go with something else if you can. Don't TM return away. It's possible Niantic could lower the energy cost a little bit or do something else to make them a little more viable. Here's Torkoal. This is the first time I went up against a Torkoal. I think let's see, Gastrodon should have a pretty easy time with it. Fire Spin is going to it gets those overheats so quickly now, guys. But this is going to be resisted, so not a big deal there. And then it also lowers his attack stat. I can't remember, is it 1 stage or 2 stages on that attack stat? But there's another overheat. It is a guaranteed attack stat lowering on the person that uses it. So you see we're survived there. And then Drapion comes in. So Drapion, also a great matchup for us. Fortunately, we're just going to die really quickly. And so I bring out my Frostlass to try to save a few mud slaps for the end. And Avalanche goes through. And let's see if... I didn't mean to block that. I shouldn't have blocked that, guys. Like, that was for sure a mistake. I don't know if it would have mattered or not in the end, but probably wouldn't have mattered one way or the other. But I didn't need to block that. Phil Stinger just doesn't do a whole lot. And the other one would have been Aqua Tail, which would have knocked me out, but I don't think. And that bite, man, Drapion with bite, like when it gets going, for sure it's doing a lot. And so here's a Sludge Bomb, I believe. Yeah, there's Sludge Bomb from his Ivysaur, and we're able to knock it out and build up some energy. Torkoal comes in. We're going to hit a Shadow Ball here. It's going to be neutral damage, but I can't. Avalanche is going to be resisted, so I didn't want to use that. And you can see those Mud Slaps just hit hard, guys. So it got a little bit of a boost. It's now 11, I believe, over 3 turns. Or no, is it more than? I think it's 11. But so it does help it out quite a bit, because before it was like an average, like just average. It was 3 damage over per turn, and it was like 2.67 energy. So that's like below average. I'd say 3 is kind of the average. And so this helps it boost it just enough to be above average on damage and kind of just slightly below on energy. And so it gives it a little bit more viability on Gastrodon. See, we did win that matchup. Now here's Gastrodon. This is what we don't want. Gastrodon versus Victory Bell. And you can see it just gets annihilated before we can really do anything. And so that Victory Bell there. And we actually lag out here, and you can see he got a few Razor Leafs off while I was doing nothing. That's okay, though. I just really wanted to show you guys how quickly that Gastrodon fell. And here, this is why I'm liking Sceptile, guys. You got that nuke capability, Earthquake. We got out of a bad situation there with Torkoal. And, you know, we're down a shield, and honestly, guys, I mean, that to me is just where Sceptile, where Gastrodon are gonna make their claim to fame. Basically, is that they can nuke people. Gastrodon not as much, because it just has Earth power, so it's not gonna be as powerful. But a lot of stuff either is weak to it, or it is it's just neutral. So Torkoal, good example there. I don't know how many people will see Torkoal in theirs, but definitely with the update to overheat being only 55 energy, it's actually a pretty good strat now. Because what you can do is either, you know, build up a bunch of energy, so you can get 100 energy, 10 fire spins, 100 energy, and you can throw one, and then you can immediately swap. And basically when you come back in, you're going to hit one fire spin, you immediately can hit another overheat. And once they get the swapping in and out to get rid of the debuffs, you're back at full power basically on that overheat, which is hitting like a truck, guys. Does a ton of damage, so definitely something you're going to want to watch out for, something you need to prepare for, and have your counters available to that. I think I can knock this out with just mud slaps. There's a couple mud slaps, and we do lose a little bit there. Torkoal comes back in, so we're sitting in a pretty good position. Here, if I had Earth Power, this would be GG right now, but we've only got Body Slam, so I'm going to have to hit a few Body Slams to get this over with. But anyways, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Check out Gastrodon. Definitely worth it. This one is a pretty good PvP IV. And as always, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and if you haven't already, do hit that subscribe button. And as always, keep on battling.